You've probably received an argumentative essay that looked flawless. It had clear points, a polished structure, and zero grammar issues. Now, you suspected they used AI, and you're probably correct. But here's the problem. Even if they did write it themselves, the assignment probably didn't even actually demand much of them. It didn't require any original thinking, no tough decisions, no challenge. Now, what if we change that? What if we let students use AI openly, but in a way that requires them to respond, to reflect, and stand up for what they think? That's what the AI challenge is all about. This isn't a workaround, it's a transformation. Students get to pick a real topic they care about. We teach them to prompt AI to argue against them intelligently and convincingly. Then we train them to write a rebuttal in their own words. And finally, we ask them to reflect on the process. They should reflect on what did the AI get right? What did it miss? What did they learn from the challenge? In this situation, you're not banning the tech, you're reframing it as a challenger, a thought partner, and a mirror. And that changes everything. To implement this activity, first you have to get students to craft quality prompts, not just what's the other side. Give them three high level strategies. The first one can be argue against me. So, for example, a student prompt can be I believe schools should ban facial recognition. Argue the opposite. The second example can be an expert voice. So, for example, students can prompt their AI by stating, pretend you're a school safety officer. Why should schools keep facial recognitions? The third strategy is change my mind. So, for example, students can prompt their AI with, I'm convinced facial recognition is a bad idea. Try to convince me otherwise using logic and facts. This isn't just now a writing assignment, it's a thinking assignment. The final submission includes the student's position, their AI generated counterclaim, their written rebuttal, and most importantly, a reflection on the process. What did AI get right? What didn't sit right? What felt true and what didn't? This builds in voice, agency, and authenticity, three things that AI cannot fake. Now, I know some of the pushback that's about to come my way, but how do I know they didn't use AI to write the rebuttal too? And here's the honest answer you don't. Not completely, but here's what you can do to at least limit their ability. Design the assignment so that a fully AI generated response won't be enough. Here's how. One, require a reflection. Ask students which part of the AI's argument felt true to you and why. That cannot be faked. That's personal. Two, prompt log. Have students submit 2 to 3 AI prompts they use, show the responses they reviewed, and explain which one they chose to review and why. Now you're assessing their journey, not just the outcome. Three, personalization. Require connections to class discussions, a personal experience, or a source from your curriculum. Ask students, what does this issue mean in the context of your life or learning? If it's missing that, it's obviously it came from artificial intelligence. Four, in-class journaling or conferencing. Do a quick write a day before the assignment is due. Explain your argument and one point you'll use to refute the AI. This gives you a baseline fingerprint, something to compare the final against. Five, meta commentary. Ask students to annotate their rebuttal. Why did you phrase it this way? Where did you intentionally push back against the AI's logic? You're training students now to think about their thinking. AI cannot do that for them. This is how we stop asking, did they use AI? And start asking, what did they learn from using AI? And this is how we stop asking, did they use AI? And start asking, what did they learn from using AI? Because the goal isn't control, it's clarity. The goal isn't catching cheating, it's creating assignments that make cheating irrelevant. The AI versus me challenge isn't just about better essays, it's about building the skill to challenge, defend, reflect, and grow. In the next episode, I'll show you how to redesign research assignments so students use AI to generate better questions, not cut and paste answers. And if this resonated with you, subscribe. If you want the full assignment template, prompting guide, and rubric, the link is in the description. And if you're ready to help students learn with AI, not from it, you're in the right place.